Hi, I'm Karp, and I speak about modern disability. Modern, because having a disability now is different than it's ever been before. But generally, people aren't up to speed with this story, a really amazing story of historic social transformations, of human adaptability, and it's a story about business. I tell it from personal experience. In 1973, when I was 18 years old, I fell out of a tree and injured my spinal cord. I've been a wheelchair user ever since and lived a very full life, both personally and professionally. So here are a few examples of how my telling of the modern disability story can help your event be a success.
And I have been witness to this just truly remarkable social transformation. The difference between what it's like to be paralyzed in the 70s and the way it is now, it's almost beyond description. This is great. We have an accessible world, technology, all this stuff has happened, right? But now it's about attitude, understanding, belief, and how to treat people with disabilities. And rehab is where I got strong. They put me through a hardcore weightlifting program. Those therapists drove me like a pack horse. I mean, they didn't actually have the whips, but they might as well have. And they smile while they do it. And thank God for them. But those first couple of weeks, I was in such pain. They took this skinny 18-year-old kid, turned him into this hunk of manhood. I think you've hurt my feelings. If that's the way people think, then how are they going to imagine that somebody with a disability, if they can't open a door for themselves, how are they going to perform in the workplace? That's where this starts to, in effect, be discriminatory against people. We need society to catch up with this idea that I am really skilled at what I do. I am an expert at how I function with my disability. Somebody who is deaf is not sick. Somebody who's blind is not sick. Somebody of short stature. Somebody with facial disfigurement. Somebody with diabetes who's managing it well, keeping their blood level right? Not sick. You know what's really sick? People who still drive Hummers. Now that is sick. I'm not grieving for what's happened to me. I had an experience of trauma and tragedy 38 years ago. It's old news for me. I don't define myself by it. I'm not a tragic person. I haven't had a tragic life. It's an event that happened in my past. I would be confined to my wheelchair. That's what the media says all the time, right? Wheelchair bound. Without the wheelchair, then I would be confined. The wheelchair is the source of my mobility, the source of my life. I care about it a lot. Getting the right one, having it well configured, taking care of it, and then having an accessible world for me to function in. Right? I am not confined to my wheelchair. I am liberated by my wheelchair. So, as this work evolved for me, I realized that my job was to make the conversation comfortable for people, and also to acknowledge what their current perspective is. So ODEP was mentioned here, the Office of Disability Employment Policy. They did a study of employers. Regardless of the size of the organization, managers reported in the 40%, mid to upper 40% ranges, that they didn't expect people with disabilities had the education or the skills or were able to be productive. that they could discipline or fire them, or that they were even going to be comfortable being around them. I actually break a sweat when I do this. Thank you. Go ahead, you can clap if you want to. It's okay, I got another one. Whoa!
Sorry.
Bad throw.